Let's go to the phones and see who's on the line. Ari Jam Radio, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You have a question for Attorney Brad Bernstein. Go ahead.
I filed for my mom. I'm a citizen in America, and I would like to know how long does it take for the process for her to get through?
Where is she now?
She's in Jamaica.
About 9 months.
I'm a citizen.
Right, yeah, about 9 months.
9 months?
Yes.
Okay, and also I have a cousin. His mom passed away and his dad passed away. So how would I do the process, like if I want to adopt him?
Okay,
and to bring him over here.
Okay, do not go down to Jamaica to adopt a child. What you have to do is you have to do a pre-adoption here in the United States. Then once you get the pre-adoption, you have to become, while you're doing that, you have to become the guardian of the child down in Jamaica. You do that through the Jamaican Adoption Board. And once you become the guardian of the child down in Jamaica through the Jamaican Adoption Board, you do the pre-adoption here in the United States. The pre-adoption is like doing the entire adoption here, except you don't have a child here. And then you can go with the pre-adoption and the guardianship from the Jamaican Adoption Board. You can go to immigration, file the orphan petition for this child. Say, I have a judge in America who's going to sign the adoption once this kid comes up here. Jamaica's allowing me to bring the kid up here because they gave me guardianship of this child. And then you file the orphan petition. You go down, pick up your child. He's now you go to the U.S. Embassy, you get a green card, you bring the child back to America, and once you get the child here in America, then you have to go back to the judge, complete the adoption, and once you complete the adoption, the child becomes an automatic U.S. citizen. So it is a process to go through. You know, it's 4 processes. There's the pre-adoption, there's dealing with the Jamaican Adoption Board, there's the processing of the actual immigrant visa petition, then ultimately completing the adoption once he returns to the United States. So it's a big process, but we do this all the time. Where people make mistakes is they do the adoption in Jamaica, and that's a mistake, and you shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, okay.
Brad is live. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You have a question for Attorney Brad Bernstein. Go ahead.
Yes, sure. I'm just calling to find out if you owe the IRS a lot of money. They gave you a payment plan, but you default on that payment plan. Is it safe enough for you to go and file for your citizenship? Is that going to be a problem?
Yes, because they're going to say you're not a person of good moral character if you're not paying your taxes and you're defaulting on your payment plan. But what you can do is, I have a gentleman in my office by the name of Sean Chi. He's a tax debt lawyer. And what he can do is, if he can demonstrate that you're unable to pay your taxes, which it sounds like you're unable to do because you're defaulting on a payment plan, we can actually negotiate with the IRS to wipe your taxes away. And whatever you're going to pay us is going to be peanuts compared to what you owe the IRS. And if we can negotiate your taxes away, then you can freely file for your citizenship without a problem. I mean, we have literally negotiated away millions and millions of dollars of people's taxes, and it's an absolute.
Like $70,000.
Yes, we just did a person for over $150,000. All right, so if you can't afford to pay your taxes, it's an absolutely free consultation. Okay, whatever you pay us is going to be nowhere near the $70,000 that you owe the IRS. And by the way, unless you negotiate your taxes down, and you can only do that through an attorney, you're going to owe that for the rest of your life. And you're going to pay us peanuts compared to the $70,000 that you owe the IRS. So it's a good deal for you all around, and then you'll ultimately be able to become a citizen. And it's an absolutely free consultation, so you have nothing to lose whatsoever. Zero to lose and everything to gain.
Now, Brad, as usual, you know, we always get questions before the show, off the air.
Right.
And a lot of folks are still very curious about, first of all, is there going to be any kind of amnesty coming up anytime soon? And is it a problem if folks who are out of status right now, Brad, and they were, let's say they came into the country just a few months ago, is there any hope for those folks? Because
the answer is nobody knows for sure, but right now it's people who have been here prior to 2011 and people who have paid their taxes and have them up to date. So, for example, if you haven't paid taxes, you may be owing $60,000, $70,000 like this lady who just called.
Right.
So you're going to need to take care of that before you file for amnesty. Amnesty hasn't passed yet, but they're going to make everybody pay back taxes. Somebody who came in recently is under the current scenario is not going to be eligible. But ultimately, you don't know what the law is going to be. People are coming in and hiring us now to put their documentation together. We can't file anything yet, but people are coming in now to help us for us to help them put their documentation together. That's documentation proving they've been here since 2011.
Okay.
That's doing their taxes, and that's if they have a big tax bill. You're not going to be able to file for any amnesty until your taxes are paid. So let's say you have to go back and file 6, 7, 8 years worth of taxes.
Right.
That's a big chunk of money you're going to owe. And then all of a sudden everybody starts filing applications, and you're like scrambling around trying to you wait for the money tree in the backyard to grow, so you can pay your taxes.
Right.
So you're better off file your taxes now, negotiate it down with the IRS so when the amnesty passes, you're good. You're ready to go. You're ready to get that application filed right away, first in line.
Right.
Okay, so, we do all that now, but, there's no guarantee the amnesty happens. So if you have an opportunity to get a green card now, you should do it now.
Okay. So what if you were working off the books, Brad?
Doesn't matter. Whether you worked on the books or off the books, you're still required to pay taxes.
Brad, let's try to get one more call in here.
Okay.
Let's see if we can help this person. Ivy Jam Radio, good afternoon. You're on with Attorney Brad Bernstein.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Mr. Spar Bernstein. My
Yes.
name is Kevin.
Uh-huh.
I just want to ask you a question. I'm a green card holder, right?
Right.
For the past 19 years. I'm living in New Jersey.
Right.
But I've been locked up twice. For 1 month for CDS, and I did 2 years for CDS.
Right.
From Southern State. I came home last year, April. I was locked up in immigration. I came out from a defensive lawyer. All right? I went to parole and everything, and I finished my parole. My question is, can I travel?
I would not travel until you come in and see me and let me see your dispositions and go over your case in person. The answer is no, not until I give you my blessing that you can travel, because it doesn't sound like you can based on what you told me.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.
Okay, Brad. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, take care.